was my first and last mistake. I'm blue without your face. But what can I do? 'Cause I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to get this really simple and quick smoky eye. So if you're a beginner and you're just starting out, you want to learn how to do a smoky eye, but you're just too scared how to because you don't want it to go too dark or too smoky, then here's a few simple steps you can use. So yeah guys, if you want to learn how to do it, then please keep on watching and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. So first I'm going to start by filling in my eyebrows using the Freedom Duo powder in the shade dark brown. I'm just going to use a Revolution eyebrow brush just to do this. And then I'm going to carve my eyebrows out using the concealer palette from Freedom, and I'm going to use the lightest shade. This is just going to make them look a lot more sharper and a lot more tidy as well. And then I'm just going to blend that out with a flat concealer brush. And then set them brows in place so they don't move anywhere. I'm going to go in with the Benefit Give Me Brow in the shade number 3, and I'm loving this stuff lately. My brows do not move at all and I am in the shade number 3 like I said, so yeah, I am loving this stuff. And then I'm going to prime my face using the Pore Professional Primer from Benefit. And guys, I am loving this. It hides my pores perfectly. So I'm just going to be applying this underneath my foundation first. And then I'm just going to like use my fingertips just to massage it into my face. And then to hide any breakouts and blemishes, I'm going to be using the Freedom Green Concealer. I'm going to be applying a little bit with this brush because this concealer is so good. Like a little bit goes a long way. So I'll just be applying a little bit and then blending it out using my fingertips again. So to start the eyes off, I'm going to be using the number 7 primer. This is just going to cancel any redness and get rid of them veins a little bit. And then to set this in place, I'll dip into my Kat Von D Interstellar palette and use the shade called Graviton just to set that primer in place, and also just add like a really nice base for our other shadows to blend on nicely. And then to warm up our crease and just to add like a nice transition colour, I'm going to be dipping into my Revolution I Heart chocolate palette, and I'm going to be using the shade called Thank Friday. This is my favourite transition colour lately. It is just really nice and warms up that crease really nice. So I'm just going to be using a normal fluffy brush just to blend this out. And then dipping back into the same palette, I'm going to be going in with the shade One More Piece, and this is more of a needy khaki browny shade. I'm going to be using a denser brush. I'm just doing this to add more dimension into my crease and just to give it a bit more warmth in there. And then I'll go back in with the same fluffy brush with no extra product on and just blend out any harsh lines that have occurred. And then dipping back into that same palette again, I'm going to be using the lightest shade, which is called You Need Love, and this is just going to tidy up my lid and also just brighten up a little bit more. And then I'm going to use my Smashbox kohl liner and tight line my waterline, and then I'm also going to line above my lash line. This is going to be the start of our smoky eye. And then dipping back into that Interstellar palette from Kat Von D, I'm going to be using the shade Nightcrawler on a flat Urban Decay brush. And I'm just going to start setting that eyeliner in place, but also smudging it upwards as well. This is going to give it more of a smoky effect, and by smudging it out, it's going to look even more blended, but even more darker as well. So you can also just add like a brown shade on this if you don't want it too deep, but I just like to add a black. And then I'm going to go in with the shade called Healing Moon. This is like a purpley browny shade. I'm going to smudge out that line a little bit more, but also focus this colour on my lid. So it's going to add like a really nice flush of colour and bring the whole look together and make it look even more smoky. And then once I've done this, I'll be picking back up my transition shade and just start blending all the colours together, and also blending out any harsh lines that I have created whilst applying some shadows. And then I'll go back in with the shade Graviton and start highlighting my brow bone and my inner corner just to brighten up them areas a little bit. Now moving back to the face, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Colour Correcting Green Concealer. So I just went off camera and applied some mascara and false lashes, and I'm just applying this colour correcting just to get rid of any redness, but it's also got like a foundation tint in it, so I always like using it underneath my foundation. And then for actual foundation today, I'm going to be using that same concealer palette from Freedom, and I'm going to be using like a mixture of shades. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using a mixture of light shades. So I'm going to put the lightest shade on my face first, and then go in with the darker light shade. So I'm going to apply the lightest shade like where I would usually highlight. Sorry if I'm explaining this really bad. I'm really bad at explaining things. But yeah, I'm going to be applying like the lightest shades where I would usually highlight my face, and then I'll be going in picking some darker shades just to bronze up my face and where I would usually like contour. And then to blend all this out, I'll be using my damp beauty blender. I really like this. It's the first time I actually tried using concealers for foundation, and guys, I was really liking it. And plus these concealers was full coverage, so it's a bonus. And then I just wanted my under eyes to be a little bit more highlighted in other areas, so I went in with my YSL highlighter in the shade number 1 and just started applying this where I usually would, and then I blended it out with my damp beauty blender again. You don't have to do this, but I just wanted everything a little bit more brighter. And then once I blended all this out, I went in with my colour Technic powder set, and I went in with the 2 lightest shades just to set my under eye and then just to set like the whole entire my face. Whenever you wear foundation or concealers, guys, make sure you set it just so nothing moves throughout the night and just so nothing creases. I'm then going to set the rest of my face using my number 7 pressed powder in the shade medium using my number 7 kabuki brush. And then I'm going to go in my Freedom highlight and contour set and then start using the cool shade just to contour a little bit, and then I went back in with my Colour Techniques palette and then I used their cool tone shade just to contour a little bit more and also to contour my nose. And then for blush, I went in with the Revolution blush called I Want Candy, and I'm loving this blush lately. It's just like a really nice natural rose tint to your cheeks, nothing too in your face, so I thought it went perfect with this look. And then for the first highlighter, because I used 2 today, I went in with the Benefit Cream Highlighter and I applied this to my beauty blender for the first time. This is how I applied the highlighter in this, and I really liked how it turned out. It looks like a really nice subtle glow to my cheeks, so I just really liked the outcome of this. And then just to make that highlighter set a little bit more, pop a little bit more, sorry, I went in with my Revolution Bronze and Highlight palette and then I just started highlighting on top of there just to add a little bit more of a glow. And then moving back to the eyes, I wanted like a metallic bluey pop underneath there, and I haven't used it before. This is from the brand number 17, it's in the shade Regal, I think that's how you pronounce it, and I just started underlining my lash line just to smoke it out a little bit more. And then for the lips I used 2 lipsticks. So the first one was the Anastasia Beverly in the shade Pure Hollywood. It's like a peachy nudie colour. And then I went in over the top of that with a gloss because I'm loving glosses lately. So I used the MAC Dazzle Glass gloss, and this is in the shade Like Venice, and just added like a really nice gloss to it. And then I set my face using the MUA fixing spray. So yeah guys, this is the end result. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel or haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. But until next time, I love you all so much and I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye guys! Guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another tutorial. Well, today I've actually filmed what I favoured most in November. So yeah guys, if you'd like to see what products I like the most through November, then please keep on watching and and don't forget to press that big like button and subscribe button so you can be a part of my YouTube family.